Hey YouTube, I'm coming at you guys with an updated foundation routine today, and the reason being that I looked at my videos and I saw that my foundation routine was so long ago. It was sometime in the summer of 2011, which was last year, and I thought, well, I might as well just do an updated foundation routine because I have time today to do a video, so I thought, why not? I have no makeup on right now, as you guys can probably tell, and I find it really funny because the last time I did a foundation routine, I had a pimple in this, or well, a scar in this exact location, which I think that's kind of funny because I mean, what are the odds of that happening, right? But yeah, so I have no makeup on. This is me with no makeup on, and I'm not ashamed of how I look like without makeup. It kind of upsets me when people, well, I mean, here, let me rephrase this. It makes me sad when people, well, that's the same thing. What am I doing? Okay, it upsets me when people come on YouTube and they make videos and they say, oh, this is me without no makeup and I look disgusting. And like, I mean, I feel pretty insecure right now, but I don't think you should ever call yourself disgusting or any word that's derogative of who you are simply because we're all perfect in our own ways. And I know that sounds so cliche, but I honestly mean that. You know, I know that we all get acne and there's things that make us insecure, but I mean, it's who we are. I have no problem with people wearing makeup. Well, I wear makeup. Why would I have a problem with that? You know, it's when people don't have it on and they call themselves derogative. The. Okay, I have no idea what I'm saying. When they call themselves like derogatory terms or just things that they shouldn't be calling themselves. But I mean, it really upsets me when people think they look ugly without makeup. And you know, obviously there is a difference with and without makeup, but I think that you should still love yourself for who you are regardless. But I'm going to leave it at that because I feel like I'm going on for too long now. So the first thing I do is I do a foundation, and this is the MAC Face and Body, and I've been using this for like 2 weeks and I'm really liking it. I'm not sure. I feel like if you have oily skin, you definitely have to work with this, but I find that it's worth it. It's one of those foundations where you do have to meet halfway with it, but in the end, you end up really loving it. I have worn this for when I've been outside and like sweating and stuff, and it doesn't seem to fade or anything like that. So yeah. So what I do is this foundation is water-based foundation, and sometimes it tends to separate because it is water-based, so you do have to shake this. You have to be buff and shake this. And after that, I open it. Obviously, I'm not going to try and pour that out with the cap on. And I take like that much. Now, as you guys can see, this is very runny. Here, I grab some more. Ooh, that was way too much, I think. Okay, anyway, I grabbed some, and I washed my hands already, I moisturized already, I primed under the eye, nowhere else, and I find that applying this with your hands is actually better than applying it with a brush. I've tried applying it with a kabuki brush, I've tried applying it with a flat top brush. Do you guys see that? How right now I was rubbing, and then it suddenly like got like really like hard to rub in? This foundation, it sets pretty quickly, so I wouldn't do it all like dot and then rub in unless you are using a brush. But if you're using your hands, you have to do definitely sections at a time. So now I take some more like that. And yeah, guys, make sure to wash your hands, because if not, you're just breeding bacteria onto your face, and it's no bueno. That was weird. I tried laughing, but I had my my hand over my mouth, so, and then I take that and I put this on my forehead. Now, I know this is gonna mess up my hair, so whatever. And then the remaining, that little bit, I just take it and I kind of blend it down my neck. Now, it does feel kind of tacky after a while, like I mentioned, but I don't know if you guys can tell a difference. I'm using the camera viewer, which is really small, and I can't really tell if it made a difference. I mean, I've seen it make a difference, but I don't know if yeah, it definitely made a difference. Okay, so that's my foundation, because I don't have too much problematic skin. Now, if you are to have problematic skin, I feel like you can use this if you really wanted to. Like I said, it is a foundation you must work with. If you do have oily skin, however, or bleh, what am I saying? Sorry, I looked at my phone for the time and I forgot. If you do have problematic skin, however, you can layer this. This is definitely layerable. I've done 3 to 4 layers once just to see how much it can do, and it didn't cake or anything. I don't know if you guys can see. It has a really nice, glowy, natural finish to it, and it's very buildable. I think that if you have problematic skin, there's a way to use it, and I might make a video on how to use this if you have problematic skin, because I just think it's an amazing foundation. Go look it up on Makeup Alley. It has great ratings. But yeah, so then after that, what I do is I take my, where is it? Okay, my Sephora Perfecting Cover concealer, and I just, basically what I do with this is I apply it to the areas that need concealing. I use the back of my hand as a palette a lot, so just letting you guys know. Let's see. I have a little blemish right there. Ooh, I applied too much. I've only been using this, sorry guys. I've only been using this concealer for, around how much have I been? Like, the same amount of time as the Face and Body, and I'm actually starting to like it. I might even be so in love with it to say that it might be a dupe for the Makeup Forever one, which is saying a lot, because Makeup Forever is a high-end brand, and comparing these two is just pretty much like saying it's a really good thing, because the Sephora one is like 50% less pretty much, so you do end up saving a lot of money. But I'm not 100% sure, so don't take my word for it yet. I will let you guys know in about a week. So I just did some spot concealing. These ones still show, but I'm okay with it. Now, if I were to get or want more coverage, I would use my Everyday Minerals thing just to set everything, because it does leave a very dewy finish, and I'm not a fan of dewy because I'm oily. So I would set with this. If I'm not looking for coverage though, if I'm looking just to set it and to get rid of that dewiness, I would use the Palladio's Rice Powder in the shade Translucent. This one's in Golden Medium. I think for this purpose, the purpose of this video, I'm going to use it in this, because this one's more accessible, and I really like it. And by accessible, I mean it's easier to find than, it's easier to get than the Everyday Minerals one. This one you have to order online. That one I found it at Sally's for $5, which I think is amazing. It's an amazing price for, and you get a lot. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you do get a lot. So what I do is I take my kabuki brush, I dip it in there, and then I kind of use a cap to just kind of swirl it in there. And then what I do is I try not to get my cheekbone too much, because I love highlighting my cheekbone, and usually products that highlight have shimmer in them, and I am not a fan of shimmer, so I can never find a good highlighter, but this does it for me. So let's see. Now you don't want to rub too much because then it'll just take off your foundation if you're not careful. Do you guys see that now? It has more of like a satiny finish rather than dewy, I feel like. Now the next thing I would do after that is I would take my, I don't know, should I, okay, yeah. I'm thinking if I should do blush today or not. I feel like not doing blush today. Okay, so I take my MAC powder blush, that's what it's called apparently, because it is a blush, in the shade Blunt. Let's see if that picks it up. Probably won't, because this camera just has a mind of its own. Yep, it didn't. And I grab a little bit, and I just go in the hollows of my cheeks, because I do love the contouring effect it has on me. Even though I have pretty... even though I have pretty visible cheekbones, I do like to contour to bring them out more. Then what I do is I take some more and I just use it here and the temples, but I don't bring it down to here because I love this area being highlighted. Do you guys see that? I like leaving that area highlighted because it is my cheekbone and I like bringing that area out. So that's that for contouring. Now next what I would do is I would do my under eye concealer. Now I don't know if you guys noticed, but I wasn't doing too much powder under my eyes for that same reason. So I'm gonna go in with my under eye concealer because I have some under eyes. I forgot to tell you guys, this shade I ended up getting another shade because the one the makeup artist gave me was way too light. Like, I looked like I had like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it wasn't bad light, it was just too light for me. It was kind of, it gave that effect of like, I don't know if you guys have seen like Kim Kardashian when she does her makeup, or like artists when they have that really like lighter look under their eye, or like Nicki Minaj. I've seen Nicki do that. And it just gave me that look, and it was just too intense for me. This one does the same thing, but it's more subtle, as opposed to being just really like lighter. Now I know that it does look really light right now, but after it sets, it'll kind of adapt and still look light, just not this light. The next thing I would do with that is I set it. So where is the puff? Oh, there it is. I take a bit of this same powder, and with the puff, I take just the slightest amount, and I set this very lightly. You just need, do you guys see how much powder I put on? Very lightly. You do not want to over powder the under eye area. The only reason I'm puffing, the only reason I'm setting this is because I don't want it to settle into my creases, or I don't want it to move. And this concealer, guys, is amazing. I've showered before, and if I don't use an actual remover under my eyes, like well, I always use an oil remover, but if I don't use it, it will not fall off. I've been in the shower for like 10 minutes with hot water, and I've cleansed my face, and this concealer will not budge. And I find that amazing. So yeah, I can't believe this video is already going for 15 minutes. I'm really sorry. It was supposed to be 5 to 10 minutes. When I'm getting ready, it is around that time. I think that the main reason why it's so long is because I've been talking, and I'm a pro at talking. I talk too much. If I were to do blush, I would simply take a little bit of blush, just the smallest amount, because like I told you guys, blush adds color. Well, you guys know that, but if you're not careful with blush, it can look bad. Especially on guys, like, I'm the kind of guy that I wear makeup, but I want to look natural, so you have to be really careful with this. What I do is I just kind of stipple this on, like, so lightly on my cheekbone. Do you guys see that? That color it left. And then And then I stipple some more right here. Do you guys see that? But I'm not done. I'm going to take my kabuki brush and I'm going to slightly buff this into my skin. Now, if you do want to diffuse the color some more, you can blend this in, but with a little bit of like translucent powder or a powder that has color in it, and it'll help. So there is my updated foundation routine. I hope you guys like it. If you guys have any questions about the products that I've used or anything of that sort, or any of the methods of which I apply things, message me, comment below. I hope you guys like this video. I haven't been on for a while, but yeah. As for my eyebrows, sorry, I keep forgetting steps. I just take this brush and I kind of just like comb them out. I'm growing them out, so they look pretty gross right now. I think you guys can tell. I don't have to tell you guys that it looks gross. Just kidding. They don't look gross. They just look not good. But yeah, so that's my updated foundation routine, and I will see you guys around. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. Bye, guys.